What's going on, everybody? Zara back, and we are here with another video on the one and only great Final Fantasy VII. This is a video that I have been just itching to make for you guys because it's a subject that a lot of people in a lot of walkthroughs ask, and they're like, how can I get past the Midgar Zolom? Is there a way around the Midgar Zolom? How do you catch a Chocobo? Do I even need to catch a Chocobo? And I've probably read a couple of dozen different walkthroughs, and none of them seem to come to the same conclusion that I do. Smack that sucker. Kill him. Deal with it. Just knock him down. And I'm going to tell you right now, you think it's hard, you think it's difficult. After this, you won't think that anymore. So, let's go ahead and fire it up. I've already got a save. You know, it might actually help me if I, click an active window. I'll go ahead and open up my save file here, and I've already gone through the Chocobo Ranch. And on the Chocobo Ranch, there's a couple things that I want to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and run over here, and if I happen to hit a random encounter, don't worry. I'll just, quick cut. And right here, this first Chocobo, I've already done it, but when you first come here, talk to this Chocobo, and you see what it says, Wark, reply with that same word, W-A-R-K, and he will give you the Chocobo Mog materia, which is your first summon. And also, the ranch directly in the back, that barn door there, if you go in there and talk to Chocobo Billy, he can give you a Chocobo lure materia. Don't do that. It'll cost you 2,000 gil, and it's a waste of money, because at the very beginning of Disc 2, once Tifa is your party lead, and you have control of the High Wind, come back to the same location. The fenced-in area will be empty, and right here, where I just exited, right there will be a free Chocobo lure materia for you to take. Don't have to pay for it. Don't have to do anything special for it. Just show up, walk in there, walk to the right, boom, there it is. And it's yours. Before we even really get into this, let me just explain what you have to have in order to make this strat work. It's not difficult. Anybody can do it. Everybody can do it. And you know what else? It doesn't take you any additional grinding at all. At all. The first thing you need to do is get, well, really the first and only thing you need to do is get Mind Blow. That's it. Get Barrett's level 1 ability, Limit Break, Mind Blow, and the fight's over. The fight's over. Now, the best way to do this is to obtain cover materia, which is just outside of Aerith's home. You get the cover materia, and you make sure to keep it on Barrett at all times, because he'll absorb more hits, his Limit Break will come available more often, and all he has to do is use Big Shot 9 times, and Mind Blow unlocks. And I've played through this game probably, I don't know, 50, 60 times, and every time that I get to the Calm Flashback, just before I come to the Chocobo Ranch, is almost always when I get Mind Blow, just in time for the Midgar Zolom. Now, everything else about how you have your character set up doesn't really matter a hill of beans. I do have 2 restore materials. Of course, you get 1 initially at the first Mako reactor, and the second one I buy. And I know a lot of people are like, ooh, you buy materia. I'm like, yeah, I do. A second materia is always nice to have. Especially when you can combine, you can have both of them attached to a level 1 all, and you have 2 cure all materia right there on 2 separate characters. It's actually quite nice. The only other materia that I buy is Earth, but that's just because you don't obtain anywhere else in the game. So while I swing by Calm, I pick up Earth materia. It's nice to have all 4 elemental materias early in the game. So with that being said, everybody's got a Carbon Bangle, which you can pick up from the Moth Slasher at the 67th and 68th floor of the Shinra headquarters. Cloud has the Hard Edge, which you can get from Soldier 3rd classes, also on the 67th and 68th floor of the Shinra headquarters. And then you can get the Atomic Scissors, steal that from the Custom Sweeper outside of Calm on the Wasteland terrain. Now, with that all being said, let's take down the Midgar Zolom. You know what? To heck with it. I'm going to run right at him. I ain't scared of him. Alright, so here's an interesting concept. We're going to go ahead and just wait for the Midgar Zolom to attack Barrett a couple of times to get his Limit Break up. So he's attacked him once. I'm going to go ahead and just top everybody off. As they get hit, I want to top everybody off, because the Midgar Zolom, while my guys can take 2 of his regular hits, if he happens to crit and they've got like just a little bit of damage on them, they're going to die. And we don't want that to happen. So we want to keep everybody up and running. Oh, and another thing is, too, you do not want to cause damage to the Midgar Zolom at this point until Barrett gets a limit break. Now, yes, you can probably go ahead and grind up a limit break outside of this fight and then just roll right in, but I don't really think it's necessary. I'm patient enough to sit here until he hits, see, he hits Barrett a second time. Barrett's going to get a limit break. Cloud's going to top him off. Barrett's going to use Mind Blow, and this fight is officially over. Now everybody can use their limit breaks, and now it's just a matter of time. You unload on them with your limit breaks when they become available, and you have whoever has Match or Magic, spam Match or Magic on him. You have a third character only stand by to cast Cure to keep everybody topped off, and your second, or excuse me, now your third character, all they have to do is just use a one of your more powerful magics. Make sure you get Bio on him first, though, too. Bio is going to go a long way to helping this fight just go by faster. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get him poisoned first time up. What do y'all think? Look, I understand a lot of people are going to probably respond to this video and say something to the effect of, look, you don't have to do this. This isn't necessary. And while I would agree, you don't have to do this, to me it just makes me feel all the better about this fight, knowing that I don't have to run away from it. You can do this first time up. Doesn't take any additional grinding. I literally just got to this point in the game, and I stroll up on him like he's an ice cream truck man because you got some goodies and I want them. So this is nothing more than, you know, just going through the motions for me. I've done this for so many years, and there's so many people out there that get frustrated with this guy because they may be first-time players, or maybe they're like, man, I don't want to waste time trying to grind for a Chocobo because it gets annoying. Especially early on, you're like, so many fights, I can't get a Chocobo, I can't get a Chocobo. And when you do get a Chocobo, you accidentally throw one of your seeds or whatever to another creature besides the Chocobo, and then, or you accidentally hit the Chocobo, and the Chocobo runs off, and you're like, my God, I gotta do this all over again. You can avoid all of that. Heartache, headache, right here with this strategy. No farming for Chocobos. No grinding for higher HP to be able to tank beta with elemental fire. You don't have to do any of that. You just stroll up on the Midgar Zolom, wait till Barrett gets a limit break, use Mind Blow, and then just spank him. I mean, that's literally all there is to it. It's not difficult at all. It's a straightforward fight at this point. He's sitting there all perched up, ready to cast beta, and any second now you're going to see it come across the screen. Midgar Zolom is out of skill power, and it's going to be very, very, very funny when I see this, because when I first discovered this when I was a kid, I was like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old. There it is right there. Midgar Zolom's skill power is used up. There's nothing he can do. Nothing he can do but sit there and die. And I personally think it's hilarious. Okay, now he's knocked out Red 13. So now the only thing I can really do is wait until Bio does its thing, because I can't afford to let Barrett not heal himself. So Barrett just has to keep throwing up potions. This is kind of a unique take. Very rarely will he get to where he can knock out two of my party members at one time. And very rarely will he be able to do that. And it's mainly just due to the fact that it took me forever to get Bio up, but even still, this is not a problem. See? No sweat. And you know what else? Since I ran at him, I'm willing to bet you that I'm not even going to be able to get across the marsh before he catches my butt again. Watch this. No, look at that. Made it just in time. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because both Cloud and Red 13 are both at max health. It would have taken a single cure to get Barrett up to max health. Guys, this is easy. It's not difficult at all. Anybody can do this at this point in the game. Just all you have to do is make sure that you have Mind Blow. The Carbon Bangles, the Hard Edge, Atomic Scissors, those will help you do more damage and take more damage. And then, of course, Cover Materia, which is outside of Eris Home. That will aid you in getting Mind Blow earlier on in the game. And you don't need Chocobo Lure Materia at this point. You can come back to it in Disc 2, get it for free, save yourself 2,000 gil, save yourself the time and effort of trying to obtain a Chocobo. Just go into the fight, wait until Barrett gets his limit break, make sure you keep everybody topped off, use Mind Blow, get him poisoned, And at that point, you literally could just sit there and laugh at him. You literally could just do that. You could do just that. Sit there and laugh at him. Or you could not cast anything at all once he's poisoned and you've used Mind Blow and just wait until your characters have a limit break and then just pound on him with limit breaks. At that point, it's up to you. It's really just those initial 2 turns. Mind Blow, Bio, done. Not a problem. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't care for it, hit the thumbs down button. Let me know what I could have done better to entice you or make you more excited. Man, Final Fantasy VII Remake it's right around the corner, guys. Expect a lot more content coming to this channel about Final Fantasy VII OG, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and so much more in between. I love Dragon Ball. I love Godzilla. King of the Monsters coming out in a couple of weeks. I love all things tech. There's so much to look forward to. I'll be building a new PC here in about a month or two once Computex comes up and AMD releases their new processors. So be looking forward to all that and much more. Love you guys. As always, be kind to one another. Stay salty. And I'll see you in the next video. Zero out.